Remember the dozens of pro-Palestine protesters who were arrested at ASU last year? Well, all of those cases are still ongoing, and now things are getting very interesting. I'm ABC 15 Chief Investigator Dave Biskobing. With a unique legal move, the protesters are turning the tables, and tonight it's looking like the court will order a mini trial, but not against the protesters, against the Maricopa County Attorney's Office.
Who are you protecting? Who are you protecting?
Prosecutors charged 68 people after this protest at ASU back in April 2024. They're charged with the lowest level crime that exists, trespassing, a Class 3 misdemeanor. And the county attorney's office has refused to offer a single plea deal.
MCAO typically loves to push through with plea bargains, right? They want to resolve every case quickly and efficiently through plea bargaining.
Jared Keenan is with ACLU Arizona.
It just doesn't really make sense unless you acknowledge the fact that MCAO is once again targeting people for their First Amendment activity.
In court filings, MCAO has repeatedly denied any retaliation, but it's now looking more and more likely that prosecutors, maybe even some top officials, will have to take the stand to prove it.
Well, the reply and response.
This is from a court hearing just last week.
I believe there are positions of fact that would need to be determined with regard to the alleged conduct of the state. And I don't see how we can resolve that without an evidentiary hearing.
We broke the story, first showing this could happen a few weeks ago. The Maricopa County Attorney's Office just paid a $6 million settlement for targeting protesters back in 2020. And now county prosecutors are being accused of doing it again, this time with 68 protesters arrested at ASU. Attorneys for one of those protesters just filed a special motion in court. In June, attorneys for the protesters filed an anti-SLAP motion. Anti-SLAP laws protect people from lawsuits or arrests that aim to stop them from exercising their First Amendment rights. And in Arizona, the law says if there's prima facie evidence, then there needs to be a special evidentiary hearing. In our last story, we revealed some of the evidence that defense attorneys claim to have. The motion claims that evidence shows ASU officials engaged with MCAO officials to stop the protest. It says at one point, one officer's body camera recorded a phone call with someone giving directions from MCAO. Quote, MCAO prosecutors would love for you guys to get specific information about each individual who's out there, why they're there, where are they from, how did they hear about this?
We've also got the involvement of the top levels of the Maricopa County Attorney's Office proactively guiding and interacting with ASU police before any arrests had even happened.
If there's an evidentiary hearing, will top MCAO officials have to take the stand? Well, anti-SLAP motions used in criminal cases are rare. That's why Keenan expects things to get messy and expects appeals, no matter who wins.
Yeah, I can't imagine that it wouldn't be appealed. But I think, the outcome here should be pretty clear. The statute seems to indicate or seems to require, frankly, that these charges be dismissed.
The Maricopa County Attorney's Office declined to comment for this story. Instead, they pointed us to their response filed in court. Their main points: the arrests were justified. It's a false accusation that the prosecution is politically motivated. MCAO officials work with police all of the time to build cases. No one is entitled to a plea deal. And the low-level charges illustrate that MCAO isn't being unfair. Now, we've got the full filing online right now, as well as the protester side of things. It's all at abc15.com/investigators. I'm Investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.